market's going to do, and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth, you get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026. Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 87.
Be free, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
I think it's important to note that what drove our inflation wasn't necessarily only rates, right? It was the fact that we put 40% more money into the money supply in 18 months.
No kidding. What drove us to this point, this economic disaster, is going back to QE. I mean, that's what drove us to where we are. QE is horrible. QE is terrible. All QE is debt. It's an accumulation of debt. Because when you keep printing money, and they keep borrowing money to keep interest rates down at zero, keep them too low for too long, you're increasing your debt. And debt kills you. It robs Main Street, the working folks, of prosperity. Debt is a terrible thing. How many people at the end of the month look at your debt, the bills you have? Isn't it an awful thing, debt? Wouldn't you like to have your home paid for? Have no debt? Debt is terrible. It's a killer. I want you to think about this for a moment. Just just 6 presidents, think about it, just 6 presidents increased our national debt by 850%. That's incredible. You wonder why we're screwed? Because nobody cares about spending. Because it's not their money. It's our money. 850%, starting with Bush Sr. I mean, we're talking 6 presidents. Bush Sr., Bill Clinton, Bush Jr., Obama, Trump, Biden. Now, the worst came from Obama and then now Biden. They were the worst spenders. Now, think about QE. It causes nothing but increase of debt, which causes our inflation. It's been going on since 2008, but the fake Business News Network's not going to tell you that. It causes our dollar to spike. It causes our trade deficits, our budget deficits, and income inequality, which is getting wider and wider and wider. I don't hear any politician talking about income inequality. Unbelievable. When you have spikes like we're having now, both in the dollar and both in the yield, that causes us economic instability and a crisis. Never mind the inflation. Right now, our biggest problem is we're facing economic instability. We're facing a crisis. We're facing a stock market go down another 20, 30%. Think about this market. This market's been going down for over about 10 months now. It's like a slow death. 10 months. We haven't recaptured hardly nothing. When in 2008, it went down about, 2.5 months? 2020 went down about 2.5, 3 months. They recaptured the 31% loss like in 2 months. Are you kidding? We're 10 months and we're still going down another 20%. Why? Because we have too much debt. Because nobody cares about debt. Nobody cares. The people who could make a change, I should say, don't care about debt. Because they don't care about inflation, because inflation helps them. We're talking about our owners. We're talking about the very wealthy. We're talking about government, our Congress. They love inflation. It's unbelievable. Obamacare. When are we going to get smart about Obamacare? It's a terrible and an inefficient healthcare system. That's increasing our national debt. Trump said that over and over. And remember, McCain voted against him. We would have been out of this Obamacare mess, but McCain didn't like Trump. Voted against. Debt. Where does this debt come from? Because we let them continue to raise the debt ceiling 100 times. If we could stop them, we can stop them. This is our government, the people, not their government. The people are in Washington. They shouldn't be allowed to spend all the money they want, all this debt. Now the debt goes up to the ceiling, and they just raise it. We should vote. We should have a say. That's the problem. Our representatives that we send to Washington, they're not down there fighting for us. Now, some are. I mean, there's some good guys down there. Not saying they're all bad. We have a good congressman here. Jordan's a good congressman. He's a good guy. I'm not saying they're all bad. But, boy, the majority are. Remember, just, raise the ceiling. Now, the consequences of high national debt, you decrease your savings. That's why people don't have any savings. And then your income starts dropping by 4%. That's right. Just think about that. This national debt at $31 trillion has caused your savings and your income, at least income, whatever your income is a year, go down by 4%. It's 4% loss. Now, that doesn't count your wages, how they are being devalued, 10 to 20%. Now, it's every hour you work, and you go get a paycheck every hour you work, and you're working for, let's say, $20 an hour, that hour, you don't get 20%. You get 10 to 20% less than that. And then take the other 4% because of the high national debt. No wonder you can't pay. You're in trouble. So what do? Instead of getting rid of the debt, they lower the rates so you can go buy a car. You can go buy a scooter. You can go on vacation. They keep lowering the rates. Keep you happy. Go lower the rates again. As long as they can spend. As long as they can go buy a bowling ball or whatever. We'll keep people happy. And we'll keep lowering rates so that the very, very wealthy can increase inflation so they get very, very wealthy. Obamacare is a joke, as they said. The consequence of national debt is a joke. Congress keeps taking money from our Social Security Trust Fund. Take money. When they're paying this debt down, you know how they pay it down? They take money from our Social Security Trust Fund. They take money away from that should be going to education, and it doesn't. They take money away from research and development. They take money away that's cited for building new bridges or fixing roads. So every time you drive or go and you hit a pothole, just remember, there's no money for it because our Congress takes that money to pay down the debt because they're driving the debt. We need to have our voices heard through our representatives. We need to demand a gold standard that they can't spend $1 unless they have $1 worth of gold. We need to put caps on their spending, especially these defense contracts. These congressmen are making a fortune in kickbacks on these defense contracts, and especially all this discretionary spending. This is why we're in trouble. We got a bunch of crooks in Washington. What do? I'll tell you when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, But Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day?
That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. And welcome to all our new listeners and longtime listeners. Hey, if you want, or if you have the question in your mind, what do you think the market will do? Everybody has that question. What do you think the market's going to do? It's all they hear. Then subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free. And every day, with the market activity, I'll give you my take on the market. What I think is going to happen, backed by 50 years, 55 years, really, experience. Also, you can follow my personal stocks and Steve's stocks, called The Working Investor. Just subscribe to philsgang.com. It's free for 10 days. That way there, one is we make investing very easy for you. That's how you find out about the stocks that we're in, the stock sectors we're in, what we're doing, what we're buying, what we're selling short, working with our students. So in this kind of a situation where you're always asking, what do you think the market will do? You can find that on my YouTube. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you really want to find out what stocks we're in sectors and what are we doing in a market like this, what our strategy is, just join the gang for 10 days, free. They're both free. And I know you enjoy it. Because for the first time, you're going to really understand how the market works. How many times have I told people that this market was going to crash? I started to say this back in January 16, 2018. I said, but it's going to be different this time because we've never had, in all the other crashes, this the financial rigging of the market, where every morning they go in, the plunger team, they buy options to try to hold the market up, constantly rigging the market to stay up. 10 months this market's going down, and we have not yet hit the fear that we hit in 2008 and the fear that we hit in 2020. Those two crashes. We're getting closer, but not close enough. Once we hit 40% on our fear meter, we usually spike to 70%, and the market has a violent crash, like in 2020, January to March. 2008, same thing. We went up, reached that 40%. Once it hit that 40%, the fear was humongous. People panicked and the market crashed. We haven't hit that yet, but we will. We're going now into earnings season where they're going to start playing games. The first thing they're going to do with these bank stocks is try to rally them. They're going to rig the numbers on the bottom line. They're going to take money from their set aside for bad loan losses and just shift it over to the bottom line. Can you imagine that? Banks are allowed to do that? If a company's making, let's say, $10 million, just use a number, and that's not very good for the company. So they'll say, well, no, we'll show it's made really $20 million. We'll just take $10 million from our set aside for loan losses, and we'll just shift it over to the bottom line. Can you imagine? Now it's profitable. That's why every time, look at the last spike we had in the market. When we were right in the middle of a severe downtrend we're in right now, and the market rallied because of earnings season. The first thing you hear, the banks beat their estimates. Banks beat their estimates. Then everybody's beat their estimates, and all of a sudden you see the stock market going up. You say, how can the market be going up? I mean, how does the market go up when our national debt's at $32 trillion? That's the equivalent of $90,000 per individual, or the equivalent of Amazon. Think about this: Amazon CEO Bezos' net worth of $120 billion. How can the market be going up when debt, the enormous debt we have, kills economic growth? We're not growing. Debt kills, it grows so quick. First of all, it crowds out business investment, capital improvements. Because the government has to go and they shove you out of the way and they borrow the money. In other words, they say to people, hey, don't put your money in the bank. Take your money out of the bank. Lend us money. Go to the auction. Go to the treasury auction. We'll give you 4%, 2%, whatever it is. And so everybody takes their money out of the bank. So small businesses get screwed. Unbelievable. There's no money for capital improvements. So we get lower productivity in our factories and so forth, and we get lower wages. Unbelievable. Our CEOs, starting in 2008, right up to 2021, November 2021. Think about that, 13 years. For 13 years, they replaced capital improvements such as new technology, new machinery, new facilities. They replaced that with QE, debt. You got to be kidding me. Prosperity, think about prosperity and incomes. That only happens when the CEO takes the profits from the company and plows it back into to capital investment, new machinery, new technology, modern facilities, so to increase the durable goods order. See, most of the people in a fake business news network, they never tell you this. The sign that you got to look at, and I told you this before, is durable goods orders and is the yield inverting. The durable good order is the best leading indicator of our economy. And durable goods orders is the engine behind our economic growth. Durable goods orders account for 68% of our economic growth. Let me repeat. Durable goods orders and production accounts for 68% of our economic growth. You don't hear that from the fake business network. No, they'll just tell you buy in the dip. When you look at the durable goods orders and they're tanking, and they've been tanking since 2018 when Powell raised the rate for the first time, the durable good orders started to tank. And in 2018, when did I say in 2018? January 16th, the start of the crash. That was because what was I looking at? The durable goods orders in 2018. What else I was looking at? They started to raise rates in 2018. What a lethal combination. And people are saying, this is the bottom? What are you, nuts? So what stock should you be in? I'll talk about that when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. When the stock market is volatile, how do you invest intelligently?
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. There's no need for you to be panicking in a market that goes up 800 points one day, 700 points, then it goes down again. All you need is good advice, need good direction. You don't get that from your CNBC and the Fox business and all these crazy shows. You don't. Here's what you get from them. Thank you, Jim Cramer. But this is something this really bugs me. Listen to this.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What? Their responsibility is to their partners and shareholders and not to you? Check my site out, philsgang.com.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need the experience of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com.
What a difference it makes in your financial life. philsgang.com. It works. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
I've signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang gives platinum-level service and stock recommendations. It's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hey, welcome back to Phil's Gang. For my listeners in Sarasota, in St. Pete, Tampa area, remember, you can start listening to me on 93.7 The Answer. That's FM. 93.7 The Answer, FM. Now, think about this for a moment. We knew that durable goods orders started to go down in 2018. We knew in 2014, when Yellen took over, she started to raise rates in 2015. And then when she left, Powell starts raising rates in 2018. So we had the durable goods orders. That's the big number you look at. You want to know if the economy is going to collapse, your stock market is going to collapse? And remember, orders and productivity amount for 68% of our economic growth. That's the one you look at. And then you look at the yield curve. And that's why in January 16, 2018, the clues were there. It was just going to take a long time. Because they're going to do everything, just like now, they're doing everything they can to try to stop this market breaking down through that June 17th low, which I called. And remember when the market rallied, they called it a new bull market, and I said, no, it isn't. It's a bear market. Here, look, I know you have that question on your mind. What do you think the market will do? Well, you got a place to go to. When you have that question, I wonder what the market's going to do. Just go to my YouTube channel. It doesn't cost you a penny. And the answer is right there. It's always there. It's never wrong. Never. Look at my records. Never wrong. So you just go. It doesn't cost you a thing. So when I see the market and what's going on, I'll share it with you. But if you want to know what stocks we're getting into, what sectors Steve and I are trading with our students, subscribe to the gang. And when you subscribe to the gang, you're in there free for 10 days. Then you're going to look at our portfolios, my portfolio, Steve's working investor portfolio. And every day with his working investor, he tells you exactly what to do. At 2 o'clock afternoon, he posts and tells you what to do with each stock. How can you go wrong? You know what the market's going to do. And the stocks that you're in, the working investor group, he tells you what to do. Here, listen. I mean, you can't go wrong.
Caterpillar, you're going to stay with your short position, really just a small amount of shares here with your 3% trail.
Then he goes on, and so you're going to be fine. You're going to be okay. Because if he said, go into Caterpillar, that's what he's telling the students. He's teaching them, here this is the stock you want to buy. Then you're going to be okay. What do you think? You're going to listen to these guys on the Fake Business Network? You're going to be okay? No, you're not. Listen to this. Here's a great example.
Does it feel like a recession on Main Street?
No, it does not.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't feel like a recession at all. Things are good, right? Now listen to this.
Currently, right now, the U.S. economy is actually still doing well. Consumers have money. Fiscal stimulus, they still have more than they had before.
Have money? Another lie. Utility bills are past due. 20 million people can't pay their utility bills. Rents are up 15%. People can't pay their rent. 9 million people are behind on their rent. Take the auto loans. The banks are in real bad shape. You watch with these banks. We're shorting the banks. You watch. Auto loans. They have $1.4 trillion in regular auto loans. They have another $15 billion in subprime loans. They're getting crushed on these loans. Never mind the credit cards. Banks are going to get crushed. People can't pay their auto loans. They can't pay their credit cards. They're starting to fall behind on their mortgages, their personal loans, small business loans, student loans. They're all falling behind. How can't they when they can't pay their utility bill? If they got all this money, like Jamie Dimon, the lawyer, says, then why are they behind on their utility bill? Why are they behind on their rents? Are you kidding me? They got $16 trillion household debt. They never had debt like that, ever. You know what caused that debt? Congress. QE. QE started in 2008. Print, borrow, get interest rate down to zero so the very rich can get richer. Then Main Street got screwed. But that wouldn't happen to you if you understood how the market worked. You understood what to look at. Look at the bond market. You always know whether you're buying stocks or not buying stocks. And even better, went to short. By just looking at the bond market, you're going to know. That's why I always tell you, if you want the answer, the real answer to what the market's going to do, go to my YouTube channel. You want to know what stock groups you should be in? Should you be selling short or buying? Then go to philsgang.com. Sign up for that. The Working Investor Group. You got it free for 10. You're going to get an education like you never got before. So these people are crazy. They keep telling you things are getting better. You heard what he's saying. It's nuts. Just keep looking at the durable goods orders and you're going to be just fine. Now listen to this. This is unbelievable too. Remember I told you the other day, they're actually, Wall Street, Cramer's doing so badly. And remember what Cramer said this year? Let's see.
I'm no longer inclined to recommend companies that lose money.
He was recommending all these companies, and he was killing his viewers. They were losing money left and right, like they always do. And now he turns around, and they made an ETF where you can now trade the opposite of what he gives you as a buy. And somebody filed for that. It's going to be very interesting. You make a fortune. A lot of times in here, Steve and I do that. Same thing. Whatever we go, obviously we look at our chart first. Here's what Cramer said about the ETF.
I know that people want to sometimes take the other side of what I do. Okay?
All the time.
I want you to own all the money losers if you're going to do that.
You're the loser. Remember this year? Listen to this.
I have many more reasons to believe the lows have already been put in, including, by the way, Apple.
He was wrong. He said Apple, too. That was September 13th. He was wrong. And on September 13th, he said Apple, let me get it here for you. Let me get up my chart. September 13th, he said Apple put a bottom in. Oh, really? Guess what? We shorted Apple when he said that. We shorted Apple on the 13th of September. So he said the bottom was in at $157.20. We sold it short from $157.20 down to where it is today, $138. A 12% return where anybody listened to him would have lost 12%. Would have lost 12%. That's why they're setting up this ETF so you can trade against his picks. They're all the same, these people on Wall Street. They're not there to help you. I'm going to tell you something. We have a lethal combination. Inverted yield curve, declining durable goods orders. You know why you never hear the fake Business Network ever talk about durable goods orders? They don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know how important it is. They don't want you looking at it. So when they come out and they create a lie saying how great the economy is, they don't want you to look at the durable goods. They don't want you to look at the bond market. Let me tell you, when you're with us, you don't buy a stock unless you understand how the bond market works. You just don't. Okay, so we got tomorrow. We're going to have the first. We're going to have the PPI inflation number, the CPI on Thursday, and then Friday we're going to have the earnings. So the only thing that we've been doing is doing just a few swing trades. We're in and out in a couple of days, and that's it. That's all you can do. You can't invest right now. We got to get through those. Once we get through those, and once the banks try to rally the market, and then after they rally the market, it'll come right back down. That's when we start shorting again. So why don't you just join my gang? That's all. Check it out. It works. So this way here, you're not going to get thrown around. You're not going to get hurt. You got to stop listening to fake business network.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth, you get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join my gang free for 10 days. Also, remember, if you have that question in your head, what do you think the market's going to do? You subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free. And then if you want to know which stocks myself and Steve and our gang members are in, which individual stocks, which stock groups, which ETFs, you get that information. You can follow our portfolios by being a gang member. And you'll have access to all that in 10 days. But you're also going to learn not only how to buy a stock, but shouldn't you learn when to buy it? What should the situation be? What should the bonds be? What should the volume be? Has anybody ever talked to you about that? No. It's always buy. But before you buy a stock, you got to look at the bond market. You got to look at the volume. You got to see if the stock has relative strength. We'll show you how that works. It's amazing. Now, for example, many of you are looking at too many stocks, and you can't make money by looking at too many stocks. People have 10, 20 stocks to look at because the reason they're always out there trying to find a stock because the market's going down, they don't short, so they're always they're in hope land, trying to find some stock that's going up in hope land. Instead of shorting the markets that are going down, making money in the stocks that are going down, they're running around trying to find some stock out of 5,000 stocks that's going up. Then they listen to Kramer or somebody else and they lose money. Look, in the past 5 years, our debt has increased $11 trillion. Imagine, $11 trillion. Our debt's rising 36% faster than our economy's growing. We borrow $5 billion a day. We now are having the inverted yield curve. Durable goods are tanking. We got a spike now in both the yields and the dollar. That always causes an economic crisis. And we are in an economic crisis. You'll see the stock market, you'll see it's going to have a real big hit to the downside. So what you should do is get away from trading all these different stocks. For example, we have our members split into a couple different groups. We have the tech group, which is only 5 stocks. Then we have banks, which is the weakest. We've been shorting those. We've been doing great with our bank stocks. God, those have been doing terrific, our bank stocks. And then oil. We made a lot of money in the rally in our oil stocks. Take MRO, for example. The last time it rallied was on September 28th. We got in somewhere around 21.61. And then we got out somewhere around $28, and now we're ready to do a little bit of shorting. That's a 28% return we made on buying a stock, an oil stock, while the market was tanking, going down. We were making money in the oil stocks. I spotted the oil stocks about 6 weeks before they even started to move up. And I said, we got to buy the oil stocks. Let's stay with them. So we're in oil. And we're in tech. Apple, well, everybody was telling everybody, buying a dip. You know those dips? Take, for example, one of the dips they told you to buy on, Apple. On September 16th, the stock was at 148.96. They said, buying a dip. And when they bought on a dip, it went from 148.96, it went up to 157.72. And people thought they really had something going there. So they added more money to it, but then it collapsed. So what we did, we shorted it from an area about 157 all the way down to about 138. 12% return on shorting it. I mean, anytime you get that dip and it spikes up, that helps the stock go down. That creates volume on the downside. That creates energy on the downside. I'll give you another example on Apple. Everybody bought Apple at 153. They thought they were going to get rich, right? They thought they were going to really get rich. Buying a dip. So it went from 153. That was on September 8th. We kept our short on. And then she went up to 165 or 163. And people started to add at 163. We were shorting it. What they didn't realize, the stock was going to tank. It went from 163 back down, all the way back down to 138. So these little snapbacks, where they snap back, that's an opportunity to identify for you the stock's going lower. Don't buy them. Short them. They're going lower. The oil sector, we had a nice boom in our oil sector. We did really good with our oils. COP, we did very well with COP. We bought COP around $98, went up to about 119, 119. That's a 20% return while the market was collapsing. We also bought another oil stock, which was Oxy. What we did is we just started to short Oxy. We started short Oxy the other day. And what other oil company we bought? Schlumberger, I think is another one. Schlumberger. We bought Schlumberger when it was around $34. We got out somewhere around $42. 34 to 42. That's another 23%. So while the market's going down, why is it we at Phil Grandy or Phil's gang, why are we making money? Because those are called relative strength stocks. See, the key is you got to know how the market works. 99% of the people don't. And I understand you're working, you're busy. And that's why we have what we call the working investor group. We have a select group of stocks for you, just for you. People who work. And every day at 2 o'clock, you're told what to do with this stock. So you shouldn't be losing money like this. You should be embracing when the market goes down. Because when the market goes down, you make more money. I mean, not more money, but you make it much faster. It takes a long time for the stock market to go up. But for the market to go down, no way, it just crashes. They take their bids out and it just crashes. Take advantage of that. So we got 3 groups. We got our tech group, and I got my tech group. I got my banks. Banks are really getting clever. Look at Bank of America. Bank of America, we've been short Bank of America, I think it was around $48 or $46. It's now $38. Shorting it. That's 17% return. JP Morgan, okay, same thing. We started short that around 116. It's now 102. That's 12%. So we caught all these banks going down, and we caught the oils going up. So how do we know how to buy the oils? We knew they were going to go up before anybody knew that. And then we were prepared to take the banks. We knew the banks were going to get clobbered. Because as I've been telling you, look, remember what they're doing with the banks? They're printing money and giving it to the banks overnight so they can lend to each other. Soon you're going to see credit freezing up. These banks are in deep trouble. For 13 years, they've been giving people money at low interest rates. At low interest rates. That's the worst thing they could have done. People got so, and our owners do that on purpose. Listen to this here. This is one of the biggest liars in the White House. His name is Jared Bernstein. God, this guy's a professional liar. Listen to this.
Jared, do you think it's possible we'll look back 6 months, a year from now and decide the Fed was actually too aggressive?
Well, we're pretty careful not to get into any granular critiques of the Federal Reserve. We very much respect their independence.
Oh, what a lie. That's one of the... You got to be kidding me. Are you nuts? Listen to what he says.
Jared, do you think it's possible we'll look back 6 months, a year from now and decide the Fed was actually too aggressive?
Well, we're pretty careful not to get into any granular critiques of the Federal Reserve. We very much respect their independence, and the president has even gone...
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? That's a lot of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts!
But they just lie. I mean, think what else they've done to try to drive this market from 2008 to 2022 on QE. They destroyed the middle class. Destroyed the middle class totally. But look, again, if you have that question, what do you think the market's going to do? You've got a place to go to. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to know what stocks that myself and Steve and our gang members are investing in, whether short or long, then why don't you join philsgang.com for 10 days? It's free. We have the answers. If you make little money, just help St. Jude.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.